Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a great and blessed day so far. I am your host, Dr. Supreme Knight. I know it's been a while since I put a video out or been live. A whole lot of things been going on, but as we get ready to rebuild TCW for 2K26, I was asked how to do several things as far as creation, and which is what I mainly use 2K for, is to create championship belts, arenas, and I also use it to run TCW as well as other events that I am coming out with. More on that later on. This video today is going to showcase how I create championship belts in WWE 2K26. It's a little bit different than from 2K25, not by much, but just a tiny bit more as some things have changed in the creative suite and everything. So I'm going to go not through all the steps, but I will explain most of what I can and what I remember off the top of my head. And right now, yes, I am bringing Rick Fury back. As those of you who follow my content, every now and then my right eye has issues and I can't see out of it, so I put an eye patch on, which leads to me calling myself Rick Fury, Nick Fury's younger, smarter, more debonair brother. So without any further ado, what I start with is I actually, for championship belts, I make artwork. And I'm not going to say I'm a great artist per se, because I'm not, but I know what I want to see and what I like. So I actually use ChatGPT's image generator to create my plates. And I know there are other AI platforms out there, from Copilot to Gemini to Super Cool. Use whatever you like to get the results you want. So after I get the belt I want, the plate I want, I actually go to another site to make sure that the background is out. Well, you can usually, when you download it off your site, your AI site, you can have it a PNG, which is probably best because it's transparent. So, and once I did that, remember where you uploaded it to or downloaded it to, because you're going to need it to do this next part. What you're going to do, you're going to go to this site. If you haven't already signed on it, please do so. This is where you're going to upload all your images. Will go there. Here. That's the bad thing about working with one eye. Sometimes you can't see everything you want. But hey, I'm alive. That's a good thing. you go into the game and go to image creations and go to image manager. And it's taking a little bit longer than usual for it to load up. There we go. And here you see just some of the belts that I have uploaded. Some of the plates I have uploaded. And these are newer belts. In fact, we're gonna go with a generic world tag belt that I just came up with in my head. I'm like, let's see if I get another generic tag belt, world tag belt out there. And what I do, I always upload the belt that I want to do first. You know, the main and the side plates. I'll upload those all the way up first instead of just uploading everything. Because if something happens to the game and it shuts down, your plates are scattered everywhere when you go back and try to create them, which is nerve-wracking if you have a lot of images already uploaded. As to where if you just do like one set at a time, they will always be at the bottom of the pile, so to speak, so you can find them easily. And we're just gonna go through and I'm just gonna download all the places this world tag belt. 4 side plates, 1 main plate. Now, what used to happen was that once you download the image that you have uploaded, it will leave this page. Now, recently, for some reason, it's not doing that this year. Maybe I think I have to go in and delete them. I think I do. Yes, I see a delete option down there. I will go back and do that later. And once you get the plates that you want, just go out and go to belts. Well, yeah, championship, custom championships. They're new. Again, this is different from last year. So off the bat, I could choose what template I want to use to do my belt, my championship belt. And then you can change up the other plates. I'm trying to think of the best. Because really right now, I'm just looking for the best plates and strap. This one. Yes, let's go with that one. And what I do, I take that off. And that, I'm going to change these side plates up. Let's go the other direction. I do like these slide plates, but I know there's a set that's plain, if that makes sense. And since this is a 5-plate belt, I need 4 side plates on this. That's close, but not what I'm looking for. Nope. That was a strong contender. But I find them. may have to go with that one. I could have swore. And here y'all get to see me trial and error everything. I am not editing anything in this video, but y'all see what y'all get, what mistakes and all. Because you know why? We all human. We all make mistakes. And that's the thing about the beauty of this game. Somewhat, there they are. The beauty of this game is that you can you can make mistakes and you can just make mistakes and keep going on. And we're gonna go custom images, and what I do, I put the main play on. And this bad boy moves slow. That's pretty good right there. And what I do for material, because last year I would use steel bump or steel to get that realistic deep etch looking feeling, but they kind of have it washed out this year, so I've gone to plastic. It did emboss. I try to go somewhere between 5 and 10, depending on your art. But right now I'm gonna stick to 5. And I have another image that I've tried to put here as well. My ring tip, my belt tip. Now the reason I'm doing these videos now is because I did do a lot of belt creation, just for fun and whatnot, and for other people. I don't charge to do that for them because to me this is a lot of fun. But two of my good friends were like, you need to do videos. Think of the content. Because in general, I am a content creator for wrestling and 2K. And they were like, you gotta make your content. So shout out to DT or Dad Trainer. He has a page, The Dad Trainer. They're on YouTube, as well as Clown Prince 1981, as well as Mysterio Zone. They all told me that I need to make videos of how I do things, because everybody does things differently. Especially when it comes to 2K25 or 2K26, because there is no right or wrong way. Everybody does things differently. How I do it is how someone else may do it differently. It's almost like scripture in the Bible. I may interpret things one way, someone else could interpret the same scripture and come up with a different message. For those who don't know, I am a former pastor. I actually am a doctor. I have a doctorate in ministry with the focus on sports evangelism, focusing on sports and esports and video games to minister, bring people to peace and to Christ. Alright, that's my plug for that for today. And that's all I have for the strap. Oh, no it isn't. Because one thing I learned late last year was how to have backing on the belt. So here's what we do. We change the color of the main strap. I always go with red. Red. And then I go to change pattern. You can fix whatever pattern you want. I used to choose that one. I don't know what it's called. I used to choose that one, and then I messed up. See, what I'm talking about. Right there. Right there. And then I changed the color. I did mess up. Change the color of the pattern. And I change it back to black. And there you go. You have your back, your red backing for your belt. Now I am going a little bit slower than I usually do, because I'm actually having to think about what I'm doing. So with this, you're going down that strap to the side plates. With the way it is now, you got your left side plates and your right side plates like this, which is different than 2K25, which I actually like. Go right here and you have your left or right. This is on the left side of the belt. And since I have 4 different plates, go here, image placement. We change it material, the plastic. See how it just pops a little bit more. Put that at 5 for this one. And here we'll edit the settings. What we're gonna do, I think this is how, yes, you change the color of the plate that it's on top of to the same color of your strap. To kind of make it look, uniform. And material, whatever material you can pick, you think you can change it up to make it like flow with it. I usually go with matte. And this is your other thing, your crazy thing. You should be able to scroll over to go to other place. Well, you can once you get it done. Do that right side. Add new image. Image placement. This track you hear now, I call fight music. I did create it on Suno, and it is inspired by, I forgot the name of the level, in the Dragon Ball Z Budokai games. I forgot the material. See? Trial and error on my head. When I have to think, I can't do it. I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Change the material to matte. Change the color. See how this is coming out so far? It's coming out nice. Now, if they were all the same, if all the plates were being the same, what I would do, I will come up here where this little spot right here and hit that, and it will copy everything to the other side. In fact, I'll do that to show you, just like that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to change it up a little bit. And replace the images. Oh no, that's not it. Change image. I'm breaking the habit. Tonight I'm letting go of the static. getting some big good placement right there. And the side plates are done, so we go to the last part right here. And earlier you saw me take the plate off, and you can do that by hitting B. And now I'm glad they added back on to where you can hide the main plate by touch on Xbox is Y. I forget what it is on PS5. The top button, I think it's triangle. I could be wrong. I can't remember. But I'm not going to go with this plate shape. So what you can do, if you write on the plate on Xbox, I hit A and just go through. What I like, anything that will fit inside this to make it look more full. See, this will be a good candidate. What could be, but I don't want that. I try to find a plate that will have it to where I can have the sides all out, top, bottom, left, right, and fill as much as in the middle as possible. But this is very close. I could make that work. We'll come back and see. Again, it's like putting a puzzle together and finding what fits your design and your style as well, what you want. But one thing I would say, never let anyone tell you your belt is not good enough for what you want and what you like to do. I usually go with this plate. In fact, I will go with this plate. It's original Championship 4. And the name plate is off. And what I do, go here, add new image. Let's get down to this main plate. Put it in here. Again, it's like putting the puzzle together. Like that. And sometimes you have to do this part here to get it, the material, make sure it's the same material, and try to remember the same emboss number. So it gotta look uniform, and then you look and see where things are, because you can always go back and continue working on that placement of everything. As you see where it says champions, the S, the bottom banner, it doesn't look all together. And like I said, it's like putting a puzzle together sometimes. And I think I got it right there. Yeah. And you just name it, give it a name. Wwe Tag. World Tag Team Championship. Select a movie. It can be any one you want. As you know, this is for when, you know, title matches to do that little fun graphic thing. I used to do this for my tag championships and my events. Or tag team. Here is where you have to make sure you do it. A lot of people make their mistakes with championships, as far as especially tag championships. Change it from single to tag. Now, I'm looking forward to the year where they actually let us do 6-man tag belts for real. 6-man tag championships for real, you know. Some people have found a way around it, but it's still hard. Hit that. And now you accept. Like to save. Yep. And I'm going to upload it. And many of you know about uploading to CC. Can be re-uploaded. Some people say no because they're afraid their artwork will be used. I don't care. The thing I have found out that I don't like is even though y'all saw me create it don't have the nameplate. When it does the upload, it still shows the nameplate. That's the one thing I don't like about this. But just go ahead and give it a hashtag. I will do like world, so it will show up in all the world title options. Tag team, and then show up like that. Hey, you can put your description in here. I don't feel like doing all that. It's a generic world tag belt. Whoever wants to use it can have it. Have fun with it in your e-fed. You know, that's what it's all about. Helping other people have fun at this game because it costs you a lot of money. And I feel if you're gonna pay a lot of money for it, you might as well have fun with it. And I just hit accept. Upload is complete. And there you have it. That's how I'll come up with championship belts for 2K25 or 2K26. I do apologize. Like I said, some things are different than from 2K25. Some good, some bad. There's some good things about the game. There's some bad things about the game. And a lot of people still say it's a money grab, and I'm one of those people who says that. But right now, I'm having a little bit more fun. I'm playing it more than I usually do because I try to get to the tiers and everything. It's the only thing I do because I am horrible with doing my rise and showcase. I haven't done anything on those yet. But anyway, you play the game, have fun, do as what makes you happy. Myself, like I said, I like running events. I run TCW, Triple Crown Wrestling. A lot of people are not coming to 26 this year for various reasons. So I'm going to continue to run TCW on 2K25. I am doing another event for those who did come over to 26. And I'm going to talk with them to see about this new option I'm doing called Heritage Championship Wrestling. It's basically me going in a time machine, grabbing some of the best wrestlers from all time, and have people fight out with FTR versus Midnight Express versus the Church versus all these the real wrestlers that people had created and gave me permission to use versus original created wrestlers. So that will be launching in the next month or so. Stay tuned to this channel for more. And if you want to follow me on Twitch on the Purple brand, Dr. Supreme Knight. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will answer them as best as I can. If you have belt requests that you'd like to have made, I will do my best to make them for you. Like I said, this is all fun for me. If you want another video like this one, showing how to make a different belt, I will do that as well. I don't mind it. Just let me know. Thank you all for watching. Staying with me to watch this and everything. And let's go out here and conquer the world. Thanks for coming out. God bless. And just remember, God loves you, and so do I. And there ain't anything you can do about it. So let's do good and be good. Why?